How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Today I'm going to ask you a simple but profound question. Are you positioning yourself to be a multi-millionaire? Are you? Are you? Before I begin, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are not already. The average household income in the US is about $50,000. Let's say you're somehow able to save about $10,000. To save enough to get to $1 million, it's going to take you 100 years. Let's say you're a professional at some job, you are an engineer, you are a lawyer, or maybe even a doctor. Let's say you pull in about 100K every year, you're able to save 50K. It'll still take you about 20 years to reach $1 million. Very quickly, you see that if you earn more than 100K, you can indeed reach this $1 million milestone. But if you're trying to be a multi-millionaire, this might be the wrong way to do it. Now let's talk about positioning yourself to be a multi-millionaire. Multi meaning more than 1 million. So I'm gonna say 2 million or more. Suffice to say, it's extremely difficult to reach this 2 million net worth mark if you just have a job and you're working for someone, unless you are some sort of CEO, unless you're a basketball player or some sort of movie star. These are the exceptions, and you can imagine obtaining these jobs is extremely difficult. When you look at the majority of people who are multimillionaires, they are not really movie stars or basketball players. Those are the minority. The majority are the people that have their own business, the people that are able to scale their income up, people that are trading their value for money rather than the hours they work for money. Now, a lot of people get this wrong because they think that, oh, you have a job, then you have some sort of side hustle. You're making some sort of money. The type of side hustle really matters, because if you apply your time and you're selling the hours that you have for money, you're just selling hours. You don't have enough hours to sell to be able to make that $2 million mark within your lifetime. This is an important enough point that I feel like I need to give several examples. Most people have a daytime job and then they think they can make some extra cash. They call it a side hustle and they think they're being an entrepreneur by doing some sort of ride sharing thing. But little did they know that they're actually trading their time for money. Yes, at the end, you're getting some kind of cash, maybe $5 to $20 per hour. Let's say you go all out at it and then you work 16 hours a day at this ride sharing thing and you do it every single day of the week. You just go crazy for a whole year, just non-stop workaholic. You're gonna end up making about $9,000 a month. And then if you scale this up, it's about $100,000 every year. How long do you think you have to do this before you can actually reach this $2 million mark? Like I said before, if you're somehow able to save $50,000, it's going to take you 20 years still. This is an incredibly long time. Some people might have an Etsy store and you might be hand making these products yourself. This in itself is trading your time for money. However, if you're able to somehow mass produce these products, you're just designing the product and then you farm it out, then that means you're actually setting this up in a scalable manner. Sometimes, depending on how you actually use the platform, you can sometimes use it in a scalable fashion. Another example is, let's say you have a franchise. You only have one of them. And you think that, oh, okay, you should be there as a manager working regular hours and then you make good money. But then maybe the business is not doing so well, so it requires you to work there. And then you're paying yourself a certain amount of money. You can't afford to hire a manager, so then you're stuck with one single franchise. In that case, you're trading your time for money. You cannot scale this up. This is versus if you are successful with the franchise and you make enough profit so that you can actually hire someone to put there so that you can take the remaining profits, you can collect it for several years and then you can go and buy yet another franchise and then you can own more and more. This is an example where you can spin things in a certain way where in one case, you're trading your time for money and in another case, you're actually scaling your time up. Most people just keep on working at various endeavors thinking that they're making money because they really are. However, because that money is not scalable, they can work their whole lives and still top out at 1 million or so. The fact is they're just playing the wrong game because there's a maximum cap to their earnings. Given every person has a limited number of hours in their day, you really want to apply your time towards scalable earning potential rather than things that are not scalable. The odds are of becoming a multimillionaire when you put your chips in scalable endeavors is low. I'm not denying this, but the odds are a lot better than when you work for a job when there's a cap on your salary. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to give me a like, push that subscribe button, and ring that bell icon.